Then on October 6th, he's negative, but then he just comes back positive for cocaine.
But she said she's going to get it on her.
Where did the cocaine come from?
To be honest.
Okay, let's start there.
Yeah, being honest, like I said, I've been doing, Your Honor, I'm being honest. I want to be honest. Lately, I'm an introvert. So I just be in the house. So I just being honest, and I'm just being honest. I don't want to lie.
No, but I still don't know where the cocaine came from.
And that won't happen again. I promise. I give you my word on that.
All right, I'm done.
Hide the lead. There is a violation as well. That should be in the file.
That's correct, Your Honor. Defense counsel, I did have a chance to discuss that. I told Mr. Turkis I wasn't sure if the court would want to move forward with the plea today.
I'm not going to want to.
Regarding the violation, there would be an admission, and with that admission, he has worked with CMH and gotten into additional programming. He was dropped off here today by
My counselor.
and he wants to continue to have negative tests, but obviously there's the positive test that just happened.
Well, the problem that I have is that the last testing that he has, he's been unable. Then he missed a sample on October 6th. I'll accept his admission, but then on October 6th, he's negative, but then he just comes back positive for cocaine.
There was issues with his rent, and he's worked with his counselor, and he also wants to address the court.
Go ahead. Well, I think he's. Go ahead. What do you want to tell me?
Yeah, as far as what I can tell you, being bluntly honest, well, I had an eviction on my door because I had my son living with me. So after that, I got that fixed. October the 7th, I think. But I was going through a bad time situation, so I take full accountability for the situation that happened. But when it comes down to, I got a bleeding ulcer. So when I called Cheryl, I told her I couldn't make it in because I was going through a bad spot, but she didn't answer the phone. So I still came in, and I tried to use the bathroom. I got bipolar depression, anxiety. I waited a whole hour. And because she told me I can wait in there. So I waited an hour in there sitting, and I still couldn't use the bathroom because of my respiratory system. So it's been going bad, but it's getting better because ever since that I've been coming to drop, I was using alcohol, but ever since I've been coming to drop, I haven't used no alcohol. So my body is getting better. So when I went in on October the 15th, I dropped, and like I said, I take full responsibility for the situation that happened, but I have been clean, but I went through a rough patch, a little episode. So, I mean, I'm just being honest. I take full accountability. I made a mistake. I went down there, I told my counselor. So my counselor, they didn't want me to ride the bus. So they brought me here.
You have an upcoming appointment?
She made an appointment for CMH to get, I got an appointment for CMH to go in there and talk to them. She said she's going to stay there for like 4 or 5 days from now because I had to come to court. She wanted to take me today, but instead she had to bring me here.
What's your appointment date?
She says she's going to put it, she put it in the system, but she says she's going to get it on her.
Where did the cocaine come from?
Well, to be honest.
Okay, let's start there.
Yeah, being honest, like I said, I've been doing, Your Honor, I'm being honest. I want to be honest. I've been doing fine. I picked up a little weight, like Miss Marilyn, my landlord, she said, you've been doing fine. But I just got into a bad spot in my life, and I'm just being honest. I just want to be honest. I don't want to lie to nobody, and I made a mistake. I just made a mistake. But after that, I've been going down there talking to my counselor every day. And everything's going swell because they're keeping tabs on me. They do wellness checks at my house because of my bipolar. But what happened was I had got around, but I'm taking accountability, but I just got around the wrong people when I went out and was hanging out. The one time I did hang out, and lately I'm an introvert. So I just be in the house. So I just got beside myself. I'm just being honest. But
this right here is the turning point. A negative test followed by a positive cocaine test immediately raises red flags for the court. Judges see patterns, not promises. And when the timeline doesn't make sense, credibility starts collapsing fast. The real question is, was this a relapse or just the first time he got caught?
My counselor's been with me every day now, and I've been staying in the house, and she's taking me to community health, and she's everything's going well. Miss Marilyn, my landlord, she's been coming up checking on me, and everything's been going well. They take me to the grocery store.
Your Honor, if I can just add in here, he had four negative tests. There were the two that you indicated, the refusals. He somewhat explained that he had a missed sample. He was negative, and then we had the relapse. So there's, other than the unable or refusing, he is testing negative. There was the most recent test that was positive. What I'd be asking the court today would be if he can get another negative in between now and the next court date. Obviously, that's a very good indication that he is telling the truth and he had a bad night with the positive test. But
I went and told my counselor, and because I quit drinking alcohol, and like I said, I've been gaining weight. I've been doing everything good. And I went and told Miss Jenna and Miss Marilyn, and after that, they've been coming to check on me every single day. And I go downstairs, I play ping pong, dominoes, and they read books with me. And I've been doing everything right. And I called my mom said, dress nice and be honest to you, because you're a good judge. So I just came here and I'm just being honest. I don't want to lie.
No, but I still don't know where the cocaine came from.
were you hanging out around with people?
I really don't never leave out the house. Can I be honest with you? Okay, my brother had a heart attack, right? This ain't about my brother though. My brother had a heart attack. So what happened was I ended up catching the bus on my way to go see him downtown in Arbor, on my way to go see him. Didn't make it to go see my brother when he came out of coma, because I get downtown, like my mom don't let me ride the bus. I get downtown, see some guys I know, before you know it, this the situation to end up. Boom, my mom called me, tell me get back home. I go home, and I've been in the house ever since, besides just doing a report. Because I really don't never come out the house, because after what happened to my brother when they killed my brother. So I really just don't like to be out the house. I got caught in a bad spot around the wrong people, and that won't happen again. I promise. I give you my word on that.
All right, I'm done.
I'm
gonna revoke his bond. I'll adjourn it out to next week.
Okay.
And so I'll adjourn it out to the 30th, 2025. And maybe by that time you can give me a straight answer. I'm not gonna take this plea today. I'll hold on.
No, I said I did wrong, Your Honor.
Defendant is admitted to the violation. Defendant's remanded. Southbound.
We'll come back.
Can you grab my jacket right there? Yep.
I'll come and see you in custody.
Thank you.
You're
This right here is the turning point. A negative test followed by a positive cocaine test immediately raises red flags for the court. Judges see patterns, not promises. And when the timeline doesn't make sense, credibility starts collapsing fast. The real question is, was this a relapse or just the first time he got caught?
She's just hoping for another opportunity.
she's hearing a drug case. Since the beginning of the case, she hasn't tested.
Understood, Your Honor.
You get the court thing cleared up, but then you had the other thing, and I still, from the time I don't have a test on you.
I can go take one today. Is there a way that I can get somebody? I have my daughter here with me.
Ma'am, you probably shouldn't have done that. Ma'am?
Come on this way.
Ma'am, go with my bailiff now. Now.
Thank you. In regards to the PCC, Your Honor, we are requesting an adjournment just for some continued negotiations.
All right. With reference to the violation.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Haynes is prepared to admit to the bond violation today and provide an explanation.
All right. I'll accept the admission, but what's the explanation?
Your Honor, it does state in the bond violation report that on the 22nd, when she reported she was visibly ill at the time, she explained to me that she has diabetes, and shortly after that went into DKA and did have to be hospitalized for a few days. So unfortunately, she ended up missing that new scheduled appointment as well as her first PCC. After missing the PCC, she did contact me and we worked to get this case set to do a bench warrant recall. So she is willing to test. She is willing to comply on bond. She is sorry that she missed that appointment, and she's hoping to have an opportunity to go touch base with community corrections today and reschedule.
Thank you.
But, okay, I hear what you're saying, but when I look at this, all of the events that I have in this occurred at basically toward the end of September.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm now almost 30 days out and nothing's been corrected.
And Ms. Haynes indicated to me that she wasn't aware that she needed to make contact with community corrections because she had the bench warrant.
I didn't know that I can just go back there and,
Yeah, but once the bench warrant was cleared, she still, that doesn't even make any sense to me.
they told me that I had to wait when well, first they told me I had to do it online
Do
And I
what
did it.
online?
for the bench warrant.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I didn't know that the warrant was cleared until I come to court today. And
What do
I
you
thought I
mean you
needed
didn't know it was cleared?
another referral to go back to community corrections. I didn't know I could just walk back in there and do it all over again with a warrant. I tried to come up here and walk in on a warrant, but they told me that they only do it once a month. At the end of the month on Wednesdays. And that would have been yesterday, but I had received
Yeah, but where were you between that? All of this occurred September 2nd. I get what council's telling me that at some point you're in the hospital for a few days.
I was sick
So
for-
even if that takes me to the end of September, which is giving a lot of grace just in terms of time, I'm now here on the 23rd and nothing.
because they told me that I could not walk in on the warrant. And I didn't know that I could just go back to community correction.
You have an attorney.
Mhm.
And Your Honor,
I was contacting the attorney, and when I was contacting the attorney, she was telling me that she didn't even, well, it was a he. It wasn't even her. It was a whole different attorney I had. We were texting back and forth, and I was asking him questions, and he was saying he was in court, he don't know, he'll find out. And then he told me I could do it online, so I just did it online.
and Your Honor, I will say, Ms. Haynes does want to resolve this case. She did make steps to take care of the bench warrant and to get the case back on track. So she's just hoping for another opportunity
She
to.
hasn't, she's here on a drug case. Since the beginning of the case, she hasn't tested.
Understood, Your Honor.
And there it is, the consequence. Bond isn't a right, it's a privilege built on trust. When that trust breaks, freedom disappears instantly. The judge wasn't punishing him for talking, he was responding to inconsistency, lack of clarity, and failed compliance. Let me ask you this. Did his talking help him, or did it quietly dig his own legal grave?
I hadn't tested, Your Honor, because I didn't know that I could just, by me missing mine, I didn't know that I could just go walk back in. I thought I needed another referral, or I would have went over there and walked in and
It's
tested.
not as though you didn't have an attorney, whether it be the previous attorney, whether it be Ms. Foster Tucker, to tell you what you could do regarding community corrections, if anything. But, you know, you didn't abide by community corrections. You didn't appear in court. You get the court thing cleared up, but then you had the other thing, and I still, from the time of year, I don't have a test on you.
I can go take one today. I can go over there right now when I leave here. But I just need to know, am I
You want to
assigned?
say, I will adjourn her probable cause conference to October 30th, 2025, 9 a.m. Anything you want to say before I send you on the violation?
No, sir.
Well, at this point, she's not complied with everything. I'm going to revoke her bond, sentence her to 7 days, Washington County Jail. Defendant's remanded.
Is there a way that I can get somebody? I have my daughter here with me,
Ma'am, you probably shouldn't have done that.
but she only had a half a day of school today.
Ma'am,
Come on this way.
they'll figure it out.
Okay. Let me give her this. Yep, I'll give it. One second.
Ma'am, go with my bailiff now. Now.
Subscribe now and comment below. Was the judge's decision fair?